So I'm going to model how to find equivalent fractions and greater than whole fractions using Cuisenaire rods. Okay, and I'm going to start with our brown rod, and we're going to find out how many white rods goes into this hole. Okay. And as you can see, we have the same, these white rods, or is the same length as our hole. Okay, and to find out how many white rods go into our hole, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it takes 8 white rods to give us a hole in the same length as our brown rod. And to find the value of each white rod, if I were to take 8, since we know that it's 8, if I were to set it up this way, we know that it would be 1/8 because it takes 8 white rods to equal a hole. Okay, and next we're going to find out the value of our of the red rod. Okay, and first we can line up the red and see that it takes 2 white rods to equal one red, and we can also take 3 more, I'm sorry, to give us the same length as our hole. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4 reds to give us our hole. And if I were to find the value of 1 red, it would be 1/4 because it's 1 out of the 4 that made our hole. Okay, and next we're going to find the value of our purple. Okay, and we know that we can line it up to see how many white rods and how many red rods it gives us to find the equivalency. So we know that if I were to add 2 more white rods, it gives us the same length as our purple. And if I were to add 1 more red rod, okay, which gives us 2/4, we know that 4/8 is equivalent to 1/8 is equivalent to our half, to our 4. 4/8 and our 2/4 is equivalent to 1/2. Okay. So to find out the equivalent fractions to our purples, we can look at this model here to see what equivalent fractions that are used to find out what equals to our 1/2. Okay, and so next we're going to move on to our greater than whole fraction model, and we're going to continue to we're going to say that our brown is our whole. Okay, and if I were to add another brown and another yellow, we would know that since this, like I said, this is our whole, this also again would be our whole. So that gives us 2 holes, but we do not know the value of our yellow rod. And so what we must do is find the value of our yellow rod. And one way that we can do this is to see how many white rods go into our yellow rod. go with or fit with our yellow rod. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it takes 5 white rods to go into our that or equals into our yellow rod. So we now that we know that it white, gosh darn it, now that we know that it's 5 white rods that go into our yellow, we have found the value of our yellow rod, which gives us 5/8. Okay, and so our answer to this is 2 and 5/8, and that is how you model equivalent fractions and greater than whole number fractions using Cuisenaire rods.